goblin and dragon. They stood facing the forest, and they took a huge, deep breath and breathed out so much fire that they burnt up 50 forests. Good. And the goblin chopped down any remaining trees that may have been still standing. Good job. Elizabeth clapped her hand and said, "Fantastic! Do it again." Good. So the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 100 forests. And the goblin got all the other trees. And then Elizabeth said, "Fantastic! Do it again." Fantastic! Again. The dragon took a deep, deep breath. But this time, nothing came out. Show me. One more time. Good. The dragon didn't even have enough fire left to put the meatball. Elizabeth said, "Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world? You can fly around the world? In just 10 seconds? 10 seconds? And the dragon said, "Why, yes." What? And he jumped up, and so did the goblin, and they flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. So, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And when they flew by the castle, the king said, "What was that?" Good. Elizabeth. The dragon, who was very tired, jumped up again and flew all the way around the world with his goblin in just 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Good. When the goblin and the dragon got back, they were so tired, too tired to talk. They just lay down and went straight to sleep and started to snore.